Have you ever scrolled through your feed, looked at someone else's life, and thought, wow, why can't my life be like that? You see their perfect photos, their amazing success, their seemingly endless happiness. And suddenly, your own world feels a little less bright. We've all been there. In this age of picture-perfect posts and constant updates, it's so easy to fall into the comparison trap. But here's the thing we often forget. Behind every polished image, there's a story we don't see. This is a story about a little crow who spent his days wishing he were anyone but himself, until a journey of discovery taught him where true happiness really lies. One beautiful, sunny morning, a crow was soaring high above a quiet village. He decided to rest and landed on a sturdy tree branch overlooking a peaceful pond. Down below, he saw a magnificent swan gliding gracefully across the water. Its feathers were a dazzling, brilliant white, shimmering in the sunlight. A small crowd of villagers had gathered at the water's edge, their faces filled with admiration, pointing and praising the swan's elegance. The crow glanced down at his own plain, black feathers and let out a heavy sigh. "Everyone loves the swan," he mumbled to himself, "but they shoo me away the moment they see me." Feeling a mix of curiosity and a pang of jealousy, he flew a little closer, hoping to get a better look at the celebrated bird. But as soon as the villagers spotted him, their friendly smiles vanished. They started waving their hands and shouting, trying to chase him off. Hurt and rejected, the crow flew away and landed on another branch, far from the crowd. But even there, people pointed and tried to make him leave. He looked back at the swan, so adored by everyone, and whispered sadly to the wind, "If only I had beautiful white feathers like the swan, maybe then people would love me. Maybe then I'd finally be happy." With a heavy heart, he left the village behind and flew deep into the quiet solitude of the forest. He found a lonely branch and perched there, tears welling up in his eyes and rolling down his little face. Just then, a wise old crow happened to be flying by and noticed the young bird's profound sadness. "Why are you crying, young one?" the old crow asked in a gentle, kind voice. The young crow sniffled and replied, "I hate my black feathers. They're so ugly and nobody likes me because of them. I just want to be like the swan, beautiful, admired, and loved by everyone." The old crow listened patiently, then offered a knowing smile. "Deep within this forest," he said, "there is a magical spring. Legend says that if you bathe in its waters with a pure and honest heart, you can change your appearance. But before you embark on that journey, I have a suggestion. Why don't you go and ask the swan if it is truly as happy as you believe?" The young crow thought for a moment and agreed. It was a good idea. He flew back to the village pond, landed softly beside the elegant swan, and asked, "Dear swan, you must be the happiest bird in the entire village. Everyone loves you and admires your stunning beauty. Tell me, are you truly happy?" The swan looked down, its graceful neck arching, and spoke in a soft, melancholic tone. "My feathers might be beautiful," it confessed, "but I am far from happy. People keep me here as a pet, a decoration for their pond. I can't fly wherever I wish. And I live in constant fear, because when I grow old and less beautiful, they might decide to kill me for my meat. Every day I wake up wondering if it will be my last. I never know if I'll live to see another sunrise." The crow was completely stunned. This was not the answer he expected. "Then, who do you think is the happiest bird?" he asked, his voice full of confusion. The swan thought for a moment. "Perhaps the parrot," it replied. "It's so colorful, people love to keep it, and no one would ever want to eat it." So the crow thanked the swan and set off in search of a parrot. After flying for some time, he spotted a brilliantly colored parrot perched on a branch, chattering away. The crow approached it respectfully. "Dear parrot," he said, "your feathers are a rainbow of colors. They're so bright and beautiful. You must surely be the happiest bird alive." The parrot let out a long, weary sigh. "My feathers might look pretty," it said glumly, "but they are also my curse. Because of them, people capture me and lock me in cages. I spend my entire life as a prisoner, unable to fly freely. I'm always on display and always afraid." The crow frowned, his confusion growing. "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" he asked. The parrot looked around and whispered, "Maybe the peacock. Its beauty is legendary. People travel from all over just to admire it." The crow thanked the parrot and flew to the nearest zoo. There, he found a magnificent peacock, its tail spread open like a giant shimmering fan. A crowd of visitors clapped and snapped pictures, completely captivated by its beauty. The crow waited for a quiet moment, then flew over. "Dear Peacock," he began, "your feathers are absolutely breathtaking. You must be the happiest, most proud bird in the entire world." The peacock turned to him, and the crow saw a deep sadness in its eyes. "No, my friend," it said softly. "I am not happy. This beauty comes at a great price. People pluck my feathers to sell them or use them for decorations. It's incredibly painful, and it happens over and over again. I wish I could live like you, free, unnoticed, and able to fly wherever my heart desires, with no one wanting to hurt me for my appearance." Hearing this, the crow stood silent for a long, long time. He had spent so much energy believing that everyone else had it better. But now, for the very first time, he was seeing the truth. Every single creature, no matter how beautiful or admired, has its own unique set of problems. Every bird, no matter how majestic its feathers, carries its own hidden burden. The crow thanked the peacock for its honesty and flew back to the old wise crow in the forest. "I've changed my mind," he announced, his voice clear and strong. "I don't want to be anyone else. I'm happy to be a crow. I can fly freely, live peacefully, and just be myself. I don't need a magical spring." The old crow smiled warmly. "Now you have learned a lesson that many spend their entire lives trying to understand. True happiness isn't found in becoming someone else. It's found in loving and accepting yourself, just as you are." And from that day forward, the little crow never again compared himself to another bird. He sang his own croaky songs with pride. He soared through the sky on his strong black wings, and he found a deep, lasting joy in being exactly who he was meant to be. This story is such a powerful reminder that comparing ourselves to others is a recipe for unhappiness. Everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing about, even those who seem to have a perfect life. So instead of looking at someone else and asking, "Why can't I be like them?" try asking yourself, "What amazing things can I do with what I have?" Be thankful for your journey. Be proud of your unique qualities. Because no one in this world can be a better version of you than you. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and subscribe for more stories that inspire and teach these important life lessons. Until next time, stay grateful, stay confident, and keep flying freely in your own sky. Thanks for watching.